Pope, 65, helped Surrey take the lead. Conor McKerr was a late call-up to the Surrey side on day one after Dan Worrell injured a shoulder in the warm-up. His 3 wickets led the Division 1 leaders in a day that they edged against Warwickshire, the visitors up to 240 for 8 at the end of day 1. McKerr was the main threat, but he was dispensed with fairly quickly, caught by Pope off the bowling of Kemar Roach for 44. The final wicket pair did their best to cling on, but only made it as far as 253 when Laws rattled one through Norwell's defences. It had been just the start Surrey wanted. Any fears Warwickshire could counter-attack put to bed. The Bears would pick up an early wicket to claw back some of the ground lost. Patel had scored all of the runs when he toe-ended a catch to McKerr in the covers. Amla too would fall cheaply, out LBW for 9 to Hannon Dalby with just 25 on the board. Ollie Pope started his innings in characteristic fashion. The early wickets no worry for him as he climbed into the bowling of Wheel, and 6 added by the England number 3. Burns was the 3rd wicket to fall. LBW to McKerr with a few minutes to go before lunch. Folkes stuck with Pope through to the break. Surrey trailing by 174 with 7 wickets in hand. Pope batted with intent after the break. It was Folkes who brought up the 50 partnership with a boundary off Norwell, but the shot wasn't controlled, and the keeper would soon be trudging back to the dressing room. LBW to Hannon Dalby for 31. Pope needed just 61 balls to reach his 50, up to the mark as he drove Norwell through the covers for 4. He tried to put the Bears under pressure. Wheel pulled for 6 over the leg side. Surrey moving towards 200 now. Wheel's reply was perfect. Pope tried to do it again. Davis had the sun to contend with but took the catch anyway, a 5th wicket for Warwickshire. Clark made a bright start. The total moved ever closer to parity, and with 4 slapped behind square by Jacks, they moved to 200. They were now only 53 behind. Jacks had batted fluently from the start of his innings and was soon looking to add a 50 to his growing collection of impressive knocks, but this time he'd fall 6 short, caught behind off McKerr. Laws joined Clark in the middle and they moved the score to 30 from parity when the number 7 had his off stump taken out of the ground by McKerr. McKerr and Laws pushed the score on to 243 for 7 at tea. They were now just 10 in arrears. They'd added just 1 to the total when Laws went for 12, caught by Hayne at second slip off the bowling of Liam Norwell. But that wouldn't prevent the hosts from erasing the deficit and moving into the lead. 250 up thanks to a lovely drive from McKerr, and it started to grow. They were 6 away from 300 when McKerr guided one down to 3rd man for a single to bring up the 50 partnership. And Overton took them to the latest scoreboard milestone, Surrey once again taking charge when it looked like they might struggle. When Briggs had McKerr LBW for 37, Surrey's lead was up to 63. Roach didn't even have to face a ball. Overton out to the next one, caught in the deep by Davis off Hannon Dalby. Surrey were all out for 316. The innings another indication of why they're at the business end of the table. Grit and determination in abundance. International quality to the fore with Pope 65. Hannon Dalby had finished as the most productive of the Bears bowlers, his figures 3 for 44. Warwickshire faced 2 overs before the close, Sibley and Davis unbeaten, 1 on the board, but a pivotal penultimate day lay ahead for them. Surrey have the advantage. The lead's not an overwhelming one, but there's little margin for error, and the Bears need a good showing with the bat if they're to keep themselves in contention.